Jenna. Been getting a lot of requests to post a core workout since a lot of yoga postures, arm balances, and more difficult postures sometimes require a lot of core strength. So some folks have been asking, so I wanted to post a quick core killing yoga flow. It's going to be mostly core work, less yoga flowy, but we'll be doing core work from yoga postures. So it'll be easy for you to implement these exercises into your regular yoga practice. And you'll probably recognize some of them from my past videos because I frequently use them in my own yoga practice. So if you have blocks, you will need 2 blocks for this. You can do without them, or if you have books or something similar, that will work just fine. We're going to start out just by stretching through the wrists a little bit, since we'll be on our wrists in plank pose, tabletop, downward dog, lots of wrist work while we work the core today. So placing the forearms together, clasping the hands, and just starting to rotate through the wrists here. Just gentle movements, warming up through the forearms. Noticing how it feels to work through the wrists. Maybe you have sensitive wrists. Slowly bring that to a close. Extend the right arm out in front of you, left hand on the fingertips, just pressing the fingers back toward your face, working through the forearm here too. And then toes turn down toward the mat, hand comes on the top of the hand to push in here. Getting through the top of the forearm, top of the wrist. Allow that to release. Take it to the other side. So left hand out, right hand, fingertips pull to the face. Breathing here. Not making this too intense for yourself, just enough to feel a stretch. Fingers point toward the mat. Fingers reach toward your face. Beautiful. Allow that to release. We'll come to tabletop position. And we'll be here for a little bit. Just rocking through the wrists, maybe taking a few more breaths here. Taking some circles. Maybe you turn the fingertips back toward you and stretch here. Again, nothing too intense, just whatever you're feeling like you might need to do in your wrists to prepare them. Fingers out, maybe rocking side to side. Maybe you place tops of the hands down. Be careful with this one. You don't want to put too much pressure on it. And then coming back to tabletop. Spreading the fingertips nice and wide, pressing through the hands. Wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Moving into cat and cow here. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Chest shines forward, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, press through the hands, cat. Couple more of these here at your own breath. Warming up through the back body, stretching out through the abdomen. One more round. And coming to a neutral tabletop position. Extend the right leg back behind you. Option to keep the toes tucked on the mat. Flexing through the feet, toes pointed down to the mat, heel pressing toward the back wall. Inhale, lift the left hand forward, palm faces in. Breathe here. Engage the core. Inhale, extend through the fingers and the feet. Exhale, draw the knee toward the nose, elbow toward the knee. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, crunch. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Drop the left hand back down on the mat. Keep the right toes extended back behind you. Opening up for a side plank here. So turning onto the inside edge of the right foot, pressing through the left hand. Right arm reaches up above head. Breathe here, feeling an oblique stretch. Inhale, lift the right leg off the mat. Exhale, release. Again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing the right hand back down to the mat, turning the knees back forward. Take a round of cat-cow here if you need. Coming back to a neutral tabletop position, extend the left toes back behind you, keeping them tucked on the mat or flexing through the heel, pressing toward the back wall. And then lifting the right hand up off the mat, palm facing in. Breathe here, reach out through the heel and the fingertips. Inhale, exhale, draw the belly in, knee to elbow. Again, inhale, exhale. Two more. Last one. Beautiful. Right hand finds the mat. Left toes reach back behind, moving into a side plank on the left side. So inside of the left foot is on the mat. Breathe here, pressing through the right hand in the mat. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, release. Staying in the side plank if the movement doesn't feel good for you. One more. Beautiful. Left hand comes back down, knees center back under the hips. One round of cat-cow if that's good. Tuck the toes under, pressing through the hands. Draw the elbows in so that the fronts, inside of the elbows are facing toward the front of the mat. Lift the knees slightly, pressing through the hands. Engage the core, navel draws toward the spine. Hold here. So my knees are only about 5 or 6 inches off the mat here. Two more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Step the right toes back behind you, left toes to knee, plank pose. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, lift the hips, sink the heels back, downward dog. Maybe pedal out the feet here, warm it through your down dog. Come back to a neutral down dog. Fingers are still spread, all 10 fingers pressing into the mat. Hips up and back. Navel draws toward the spine, chest draws down toward the mat, heels working their way down toward the mat as well. Inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, draw the right knee to the right tricep. Inhale up. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to your nose, center. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to right tricep. We're going through that again, 2 times at each. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to left tricep. Inhale, up. Exhale, right tricep. Inhale, up. Exhale, left tricep. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here. And inhale up. Drop the right foot. Downward dog. Let's take a child's pose here. Drop the knees, sink the hips back. Just giving the shoulders a little bit of a rest here. Feeling it in the core. All right. Take it to the left side now. So coming back through tabletop, lifting back into downward dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to the left tricep. Inhale. Exhale, right tricep. Inhale. Left tricep. Inhale. Right tricep. Inhale, back up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee toward your nose. Inhale, back up. One time through again. Exhale, left tricep. Inhale, up. Exhale, right tricep. Inhale. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, right tricep. Inhale, up. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, up. Last one. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold here. And inhale, back. Exhale, drop the foot down, downward dog. Taking a quick child's pose again here. Resting through the shoulders. Beautiful. Coming back up, we're going to move into a plank pose here. So pressing through the fingertips, fingers are wide, feet come straight back behind you. Doing a little bit of dynamic movement here, rolling from right side plank to left side plank. So inhale, rolling onto the right arm, left arm reaches overhead. Exhale, back down to the mat, other side. So pressing up through the hips to engage the oblique. Couple more. One more on each side. Back to plank. And drop the knees, sit the hips back. Child's pose. This time, moving into forearm plank. So we're going to come back up. This time dropping down to the forearms. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. Hands are straight out parallel. And then the feet step back. Holding here for just a moment. Working into the core. Rolling over onto the right arm. Reaching up. Side plank here. And dropping back down, taking it to the other side. I'm shaking. Breathing here. Pressing the hips up. And back down, hold here, 3 more breaths. Last one, breathe in. And exhale, release down. Taking a moment here. placing the elbows back underneath the shoulders, hands out in front, forearm position. Just taking a Sphinx pose here to stretch out the abdomen, pressing the hips down into the mat, chest shines forward. A couple more exercises here before we finish up. So pressing up through, we're gonna actually swing our hips around and come into a seated position. We're gonna grab our blocks for this next one. Especially I have super short arms for my body length, so I can't even do this without the blocks. So placing the blocks behind us, placing the hands on the blocks, feet out in front. We're gonna just kind of feel out our upward tabletop. So pressing through the hands, making sure this feels good for you. Breathing here, this should feel really good in the shoulders. Well, maybe it doesn't, and that's okay too. Feels good for me though. And then just release down. So we're gonna do 5 upward tabletop to L-sit. So what that's gonna look like is an inhale lift, exhale, coming onto the heels of the feet, pressing through the hands, keeping the hips lifted, L-sit. Inhale upward, exhale, L-sit. Okay, so I'm gonna move my blocks out a little bit so my bum can fit in between. So we're gonna do 5 of those, pause, and then 5 more. Okay, so hands pressing into the blocks, feet pressing into the mat. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, sink them back, L-sit. Engage the core. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sit back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. And sink. Rolling out the wrists a little bit. Can be a little intense. Do 5 more of those. Okay, so pressing through the hands and the feet. I'm getting tired here, but I'm gonna keep pushing. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, L-sit. 4 more. 3 more. 2. Last one. And sit. Nice work. So, moving the blocks onto the medium height here. Placing them on the outsides of the ankles and the shins here. Using the hands or the fingertips behind you to just kind of hold you up slightly. We're gonna do some leg raises. So we'll start with 1 at a time, 5 on the right, 5 on the left, and then we'll do 5 with both legs. So, inhale, lift the right leg over the block, release it down, back over, that's 1. Again, lift, drop, lift, that's 2. Lift, drop, lift, 3. 1 more. Beautiful. Other side. Lift and over. Lift and over. 2 more. Last one. Shake it out a little bit. This is a good lower core and pelvis strengthener. So you should be feeling it in the lower core, but you might even be feeling it a little bit in the pelvis or in the inner hips. All right, we're gonna try 5 with both feet. So if you notice, I kind of moved my hands around a little bit, just based on what was more comfortable for me. Sometimes if I put my hands back, I sink back too much, and you don't want that. It's gonna take away from the core work. So trying to stay as upright as you can. Big deep breath in. Exhale, lifting both legs and dropping and bringing back. That's 1. That's 2. 3. 4, last one. 5. Oh, maybe take a forward fold here. Move the blocks to the side. We're gonna lower down to our backs. Just one more exercise here before we transition. We'll take a little savasana. So laying on the backs, knees drawing toward the chest. Hands are up above you, straight above you, flexing through the hands. We're gonna do crow crunches. So on an inhale, the legs are gonna extend out. Exhale, knees draw in, tailbone tucks up, drawing the knees to reach the triceps as if you would in crow pose or bakasana. Okay, so inhale, legs lengthen. Exhale, knees to tries. And we'll keep the shoulders lifted the entire time. So that brings the triceps even a little bit closer. Okay, so we're going for 10 here. Arms up, flexing through the hands, lift through the shoulders. Inhale, extend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And release. Draw the knees in toward the chest. Arms out to the side, twisting to the left. Gaze to the right. Just gentle twist here. And knees back up to center. Exhale, just to the right. Gaze to the left. Inhale, draw the knees back in toward the chest. Exhale, legs out, arms out. Just a little bit of resting time here in Shavasana. Noticing any sensations coming up in your body. Noticing where there might be tension still, and drawing the breath to those areas of the body. Feel free to stay here. If you'd like a longer Shavasana, you can pause the video or begin to bring some movement back into the body, deepening the breath, rotating through the ankles, the wrists, wiggling fingers and toes. Reach the arms up above head. And bending through the knees, rolling over to your favorite side. And then using the hands to press the body back up into a seated position. Closing the practice with 3 collective breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Breathe Breathe in, breathe out, inhale, and exhale. Hope that you got your core working today. Maybe this was all you had time for. Maybe you did this after your workout or before your workout. I hope you enjoyed it. You can try this video again if you're just looking for a quick ab workout, or add some of these elements into your regular yoga practice to increase the intensity of the core work during your yoga practice. Thanks again so much. Namaste.